So the first thing you look at when you walk into an architectural space is its floor or ground plan. In other words, its architectural footprint, its two-dimensional layout on the ground. And here at the new sacristy, what we have is a large square room behind me and a smaller square protruding off. And the proportion of the smaller to the larger square is 1:4. It's identical to the floor plan of Brunelleschi's old sacristy. But what Michelangelo has done that's so radical is to actually invert the usage of these two spaces. In other words, if I am the priest saying Mass for the repose of the souls of the people buried inside of this room, I'm standing right here, but I'm standing with my back to my audience. Right? Up until Vatican Council II, midway through the 20th century, Catholic priests said Mass with their backs to the audience. In other words, this smaller, less accommodating space becomes the chapel proper, which is kind of odd because if it were the birthday, if it were the anniversary of the death of one of these men buried here, and let's say 20 or 25 Medici family members wanted to attend, they would find themselves crammed into this very small and unaccommodating space. Whereas the larger, more accommodating space becomes a kind of sculptural gallery, a room where Michelangelo can showcase his sculptures. Almost as if the art was more important than the people who were paying him to produce the art. The more logical solution for this spatial arrangement would be for Michelangelo to take this entire altar, to spin it around, to push it up against that wall so that I would still be standing here as the celebrant celebrating Mass, but that the worshipers, of course, would be behind me. And so already from the very beginning in the usage of the spaces, Michelangelo has inverted tradition.